Hey everyone, in today's video, I will be retrofitting gesture control into my BMW. This is one feature my BMW X3 M40i did not come with. Today, I will show you guys how to retrofit gesture control so you can turn up your radio like this, answer calls, change stations, all with just by flicking your hand in the car. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty easy retrofit to do to any G Series BMW. Today will be the process of how to do it in my X3 M40i, but the process is virtually the same if you have a 5 Series, if you have a 3 Series, you have an X3, X5, X7. I'm sure most of the X5s and X7s had them, but in case they didn't, this video will also apply. It's weird, my car basically has everything now that I could get. I retrofitted the X3M seats. I have ventilated seats now. I have the rear sunshades. That was also missing from my car. And I think the only other thing that was missing was the gesture control. And it's like, damn, I wanted that. So this mod is pretty inexpensive to do. It only cost me around $100 for the part. I'll show you guys the part in a second and show you guys everything that you need to do this retrofit. So come along and enjoy the video. If you guys need help coding this module in, if you decide to do this retrofit, please hit up EM Performance down below or reach out to me on Instagram. Any sort of coding needs that you need done for your BMW, we have you covered. As I mentioned, this retrofit only cost about $100 for me to do. Granted, I did have a lot of the parts. The really only piece that I was missing was this. This is the actual roof module with the gesture control camera or sensor that's right there. And then make sure you get one with SOS and sunroof if that's what your car has. I'll give you guys a look at the part number. I don't know if this has it, but I'll put down in the correct part number that works. So yeah, we need that. We need some wire. I recommend 20 to 22 gauge. I think this is yeah, I think this is 18. I think it's a tad too thick, but we're gonna run it. We're actually gonna twist that into pairs. It's K-can wire, so I have a drill out. I'm gonna try a technique of using the two wires and pressing the drill, and it should spin it nicely. The other thing that you're going to need, I'll have these linked down below, but these are micro MQS connectors. I don't know where I got these. I'll have them linked down below. I just had them. These are your regular MQS connectors that you'll need as well. You can get them with wire already on it. I get them without. I get them from a company called Mauser. I get a bunch of them. There's the part number. You're also going to need a pair of wire strippers. And then this is kind of the gotcha point that most people don't have, is you need some sort of crimper. So this is a specific crimper for the BMW style connectors, so I can make it look very nice. So essentially, we will be running K-can 2 wires from this module all the way to the BDC3. For whatever reason, the cars that don't have gesture control do not have K-can 4 wired up to this module, so that's how it communicates. The gesture control camera communicates over K-can 4, so we'll need that. And then obviously we're going to need some sort of screwdriver kit, some plastic pry tools, maybe some electrical tape to pull some wires, maybe a snake, I don't know. But roughly, this is what you guys will need. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by taking this off and check out what's going on up there. I believe this piece just pops off with a plastic pry tool, and then there's some T25s or T20s behind it, and then this piece comes down. There's actually, if you look on the back of it, there's a bunch of connectors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe it's the big connector that we'll be messing with and adding wires and then running them to the BDC. So one last thing, make sure you disconnect your battery before starting. Just so you can see it, there's these metal tabs right here. You push in on them here and here, and you push in, and then this thing will drop down so you don't break it like I did. It's okay though. All right, so here I'm making the twisted pairs right now. So I have it running all the way down here, about approximate length, and I have it hooked up to a drill. I'm going to slowly start winding them. I do need to undo it over here because they're just going to reverse tangle if I leave those together. So I have to cut the length and then hope they don't get tangled too bad and try to unguide it myself. So wish me luck. All right, I ran the wire just a tad so we can see how it goes. We're going to find this big connector right here. And in here, we're going to also see this little white tab on the big connector. We're going to pull it out, just pulls out. And we're going to find 6 and 17. 6, so this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the only empty one on this side, so 6 and 17. Here's my wire right here. We're gonna pin in one of them. We'll probably do 6 is yellow, or I'll double check that actually. It doesn't matter which one, just make sure you know the other side what you're doing. I'm gonna try to correspond to the closest Kaycan 4 color I can. Okay, to provide an update, we have the new one in with the sensor. We ran the cable all the way down here. We took off this piece. There's one screw holding it in, and then there's one of those plastic BMW pop rivets. We have the wire running down. We have it all the way wired very nicely. So what we did is we utilized this there's a hole right here, snuck it through the hole. So it's all really inside the dash. You can see it kind of popping out right here, but none of it is actually in this piece, which is nice. We're all the way down here with it, and we are at the BDC. Make sure your battery's disconnected. We have the black connector off right here. It's actually the third one in. I believe BMW calls it B8. So it's just kind of their code name. Yeah, it is actually 258-8B. That's what BMW calls it. And we're going to 51 and 52 on this connector right here. I have it slid halfway out. So it's the black one. It's the top one right here. So it's it's in between. I know it kind of got blurry, but it's in between the blue and the white. Pop that off. And we are going to find 52 and 51. 52 is Kaycan high, so that's going to be our orange. 51 is Kaycan low, that's going to be our yellow, just like we did up top. So we're going to continue figuring out and put some pins on, and then we'll chop this down a little bit more just because it's a little too long. And then you're done. Not too bad. All right, guys, so what I did is I got my wires pinned up right here. If you take off this cover, they did something very convenient for us. Okay, the gray one right here, this is 54 in the corner, so 54, 52, 54, 53, 52, 51. So those two empty ones that are just chilling right here on the gray side are actually what we need. So what we're gonna do is 52 is our Kaycan high, so that's our orange as I mentioned, and our low is 51. So they're just these two open spots right here that are, yeah, like super convenient. So there's two open spots just chilling right there. If I can focus. I think that's all I can focus. Yeah, those two open spots at the end are our 51 and 52. So 52 is the one on the left. We're gonna go with our orange, and then yeah, that's it. Okay, so back in the car. No errors on the car currently, but we do need to code it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come open up ESYS. And again, if you don't know how to do this or don't wanna do it, we can do it for you. Basically, it's just saying I've already connected to this car. We're going to come over to edit. We're editing sorry, you can't see that. We're going to go click edit at the top. I'm going to click these three buttons down here. If you have ESYS Ultra, you can come up here and you can search it. I think it's 6U8. Yep, Gesture Control, 6U8. I'm going to click here. Click apply. If you guys don't have ESYS Ultra, come down here. Find where you want to add it, 6U8, I just added it, and then click save. So in this case, I'm going to click file, save as, we're going to call it underscore. I like to always do this. We're going to call it 6U8. This is just my little thing that I do, don't need to do it. Now we're going to go back to expert mode up here, coding, we're going to click load, and we're going to load your 6U8 one. And with any luck, if you do have a good roof module like myself, you'll come down here and you'll see that it says CAFT FFFFF. So there's no coding data. So we're going to come over here. We're going to click on Detect CAFT, SWE. This thing is a little out of date, but that's okay. I'm going to need to click Shift. So you got both of them selected. We're going to click OK. Now if we come back down here, you can see it has two CAF files in there. And now we're going to click over here. We're going to click on the module, click code down here, coding, and now it's going to code the roof module. After that, we will code the head unit and the BDC. That's the minimum things I would say that need to be coded to your car if you want to have this fully working. And then we'll write it to the car also. So now it's TeamViewer just popping up with stuff. So now we're gonna find the head unit. The head unit's there. I have an MGU. And click code. And this will tell the MGU now that it has the gesture controls as well. And then the last thing we're going to do is the BDC module. In this case, I have the BDC3. And then we'll write it and clear all codes, and hopefully we don't have any codes. I think we're going to have to initialize the sunroof also, most likely. So we'll do that. I'll tell you guys how to do that quickly. It's very easy. So that's all set. And then the last thing, we're going to code the BDC. My car's running. Let's shut it off. It's in diag mode. Yeah, I coded the other things running because, yeah, not the best practice. You should always have the car in diagnostics mode. To put the car in diagnostic mode, you click the start button right here 1, 2, 3 times. So now we are coding the BDC. It looked like it just finished. Cool. We're going to come over here. Let's read our codes, clear all our codes. And the only one we have reporting is I think because my trunk is open, but yeah. And that because I have something unplugged. But with any luck, gesture control will work. But basically, to calibrate the sunroof, you hold it all the way backwards until it stops, all the way forward until it stops, all the way backwards till it stops, all the way forward till it's closed again, and that initializes your sunroof. But so far, I don't need to do that, it looks like. All right, guys, so gesture control is fully working. I'm going to go over a quick demonstration of some of the things you can do. First, you can turn the volume up. We can't play it too long due to copyright, but you can see it turn the volume up. This is my absolute favorite Lil Wayne song, in case anyone was wondering, but probably aren't. So some of the other gesture controls we can do, you can go like this, and it beeps and shows you the gesture to say, okay, we just paused it. Now we're playing, so that's another gesture control. You can also go like this. So that changes the song. And it's really cool. I'm very happy with gesture control. Like I said, I can't play any actual music, but you saw that it was working. All right, everyone, that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. When I first bought my BMW G01, I was like, damn, there's no gesture control. I was kind of upset. After figuring out it was an easy retrofit that only cost $100. I mean, probably it's going to cost you guys a little bit more depending on what you're looking for. I just got a module super cheap. I wasn't too upset that it didn't have it. It is an awesome retrofit to complete my G01. If you guys are looking to have this done, check out our website down below. EM Performance, we can do coding for you. We can source a kit for you, whatever you want. We could also do pins and wiring for you if you guys need that done and don't want to have to do it yourself. But as you saw, it's a pretty easy retrofit. So if your BMW G Series does not have gesture control, highly suggest you go and retrofit it following this DIY. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out all of our links down below, including EM Performance, our Amazon storefront. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.